So I guess I'm just wasting my time. I should just hop back in a truck.
Woke up this morning craving some toast. Needed an egg, but they cost the most. Check the fridge, check the store. $15, man, that's hardcore. But up in Canada, they're stacking them high. Omelets for breakfast, no need to cry. How's it so easy north of the line? Down here we're broke, just trying to dine. Where did all the eggs go? Why is the price so high? Canada's got plenty, but we just scrape by. Bird flu's picking favorites, only southbound, oh no. Where did all the eggs go? Man, I just don't know. Cartons empty, wallets dry. Eggs so pricey, I might just cry. Farmers say it's supply and demand, but my neighbors got them smuggled by hand. But
Well, I've gotten some feedback over the past week. Sorry, there's been a delay in content. I realize it. But I've been busy. I've got a lot of financial pressure, as you can imagine, trying to do what I'm doing. And as such, I've had to spend a great deal of time trading. And which doesn't leave time to make content when I do that. And also doing deliveries when I'm not trading to pretty much make sure I make my car payment, my phone, internet, all of these things. My cell phone especially is important because I make money with it. And, obviously my car payment's important too, but that's the biggest thing. If I didn't have that fucking car payment and the insurance payment, I think I could live with the car payment if it wasn't for the fucking $240 a month full coverage insurance I had to keep on the motherfucker. Insurance is a fucking ripoff. I have never seen because the minute something happens and you try and claim it, I've seen friends go through this, they're like, they do everything they can to not pay up. So it's like, why would I pay you all this money for? If you're not going to cover me when shit goes wrong, why would I pay you? I don't know. Maybe we need to have Doge take a look at the insurance industry next. This past week, I've learned about some strategies that allow me to have a better win rate, so to speak. Now, I've gotten some comments and some detractors that have told me that you'll never do this if you're gone broke yet. First of all, my last week's performance, I eked out $200 in profit. Took it out, paid my bills with it. That's a problem. It would have been better had I been able to leave that $200 in so that I can snowball and have a compounding effect from my profits. I'm not in a position to do that without pretty much covering all my bills with deliveries. So the problem with that is when I'm up in Canada, because I go to Canada regularly, while they still let me and they don't throw shit at me or, try and string me up from the town square, I still go up to Canada. And when I'm up there, the only thing I can do is either make content, which does not even come close. Like, I still am in the red, despite the fact that some of you have been generous. That covers some of my costs, yes, but I don't see that yet, especially when Google only pays out once a month, and I'm not over the threshold this month, so there's no Google money coming for me. I still don't have ads on my channel, and I don't have enough members to even offset the cost of running the website. So, as much as I'd love to make content for you guys all the time, every day, and have that be my job, it doesn't pay my bills. And until it does, I can't dedicate that level of time. So I haven't been able to do the live stream thing like I promised and all of that. So I'm aware, I'm a dickhead. Sorry, but these things happen, and my life comes first and foremost. That's not to say that these things aren't coming. You see I got the setup behind me for some live streaming shit. But I just haven't had time to set one up, to have something good to talk about, to just have the time. I don't have the time right now to do a live stream. I barely have time to make this fucking video. I'm doing it in between the close of trade and the opening of me going out and trying to knock out some deliveries or something. So there's that. I've also been doing some other side gigs on top of that to help carry me through. So with that out of the way, yes, I made a $200 profit, and that's a full week, pretty much from 9 to 5, trading, doing market research, reading charts, watching charts to look for trading opportunities, and I was able to carve out a profit last week. This week, we're about halfway through it, and I can tell you it's not going to go as well as last week. I've took some losses early on this week. I've since evened them out, but we have to see how the next couple trades. But I can tell you I'm not going to clear 200 this week in profit. That's just not going to happen. I'll be lucky if I break even, it looks like, from the way things are. But that being said, over time, since I've changed my strategies last week, and they worked successfully last week, and I'm continuing to adapt those strategies to make them safer. And to give you a few examples of what I'm doing is, first of all, I do not wait till the day of close on stocks, because early assignment, anything after 21 days to expiration, you are risking early assignment. If the market tanks, or if this underlying stock tanks or grows or goes the opposite of what you thought it was going to do. So yeah, that's one of the things I'm trying. And I'm also, to increase your win rate, turns out, and I watch a few probability experts as far as options trading goes, and there's like sites, I think Tasty Trader is one of them, that does back testing on trades to determine profitability and all of that. It turns out the deltas are fairly accurate in terms of your win-loss rate. And in order to profit in options trading, you have to obviously win more than you lose, and how much that is, how much you're risking to make those wins, is also a heavy factor in how long it takes for you to be profitable. And some of you don't seem to grasp that. The ones that are naysayers on that, they think I'm just going out there and like 50-50 shot, willy-nilly, okay, the stock's going to go up forever, bulls, yay, or oh my God, this company's shit, let me just bet on it going down. That's not how this is working. Yes, you have to know the direction. Yes, you have to look for any edge that you can add to those deltas to give you a long-term winning edge. Does that mean you're going to win every trade? No. Does it mean you're going to win more often than you lose if you apply it and you remain disciplined? Yes. The other discipline strategy is I have a stop loss. If it looks like a stock didn't do what I thought it was going to do, and it's pretty obvious when that happens, by the way. When you're looking at the charts and the pattern's completely broken from when you put your trade in, then pretty much you might as well call it a loss and then roll into something that might be a win at that point. And that gives you more edge. So all of these edges start adding up. There are trades that have an 80% chance of winning, when you're selling options. Oh, the market's closed. Am I broke? No, I'm not broke. Actually, it closed pretty good. I'm happy about tomorrow, hopefully. So, when it's, and the reason I know how this works is because I studied being a poker player. Believe it or not, if you are skilled, if you know the math, and if you are disciplined, you can apply this and become a professional poker player if you have 100 times the buy-in for whatever stakes that you're playing for in poker. 100x buy-in, and you stick to your hand strategies and your hand ranges, and you don't stray or get greedy or do dumb shit. Over time, you'll be a boring player. It'll be a boring game, There's going to be long streaks of you being like, oh, that's a shit hand. Oh, that's a shit hand. Well, it's the same with options, only you can see everyone's cards. That's the thing, which gives you an edge right there. So you can see these edges, and they add up over time. And the question is $1,000 enough to go through one of them streaks? Well, it depends on how much are you risking on an individual trade. And I don't risk more than $100 on an individual trade. $100 is a lot. Usually it's a $40, $50 risk whenever I post a trade now. And that has kept me from blowing up the account and allowed me to eke out a profit last week. Hopefully I can close at either break even or a profit this week. But I'm not going to be able to pay my bills that way, obviously, with $1,000 in the account. Now, if I had 10 grand, I could easily pay my bills. If I had a $10,000 account and I was using these strategies within reason and not letting it go to my head that I have 10 grand. Oh, I won so many times in a row. Let me up my stakes. That's how you bust out in poker too, by the way. You don't do that. You just keep chugging along at stay in your fucking lane. Even when your account numbers are starting to get up there, that should be even more reason to stay in your fucking lane. Because the minute you get too greedy, you can wipe out your entire account options trading easily. You do one stupid greedy thing. It could be something as easy as, well, this was a winning trade yesterday. Let me do 3 more contracts today, on the same fucking trade. These are ways of going broke. And I'm aware of that. And it's stressful. And no one likes to lose. It's definitely a mental game when you take a loss. But I've learned to manage my losses. In fact, I'm trying to, and some would argue this might sabotage me from ever getting a max win. But the fact is, if I'm looking at the charts and 2 or 3 days into my trade for my longer trades, I do overnight trades too. But if I'm looking at the charts and 2 or 3 days in, and it ain't going my way, I'll get the fuck out of there and do another trade and roll it over without a loss. In fact, sometimes getting additional credit, roll over that trade into something that's going to work. And then at 50%, as soon as I get 50% profit of the max profit I can get off of that trade, I'll close it out. And it usually will either be that or at 21 days to expiration. That's my other big rule for the longer when you're selling. When you're buying, then the time delta can work in a different way against you. So if I want to do a short-term trade, it's generally a debit spread. If I want to do a long-term trade, it's a credit spread. And if you don't know what any of that shit is and you want to find out, I'm not the guy to work for it, because nothing in this video is financial advice. Don't do this dumb shit, The disclaimer's in the description too if you need to read it, in case, because I don't want you to go out and lose your ass and blame me. This is not a get rich quick scheme I'm doing either. This is can I do this? Work from home, work from anywhere if I go to Canada? Can I work if I'm riding in my van across the country? These are all things I want. I want to be able to work wherever I can, whenever I feel like it. Obviously, I'm going to feel like it a lot more if I'm in debt. So that's a problem. That's the big problem with what I'm doing, is the debt. If I'd have done this debt-free, I'd be having a whole other conversation with you. I'd still be in my bathrobe today. That's right. Yeah. No, I haven't busted yet. I'm pretty much... I've been taking my profits out, so the account isn't growing. That's the problem. And I need to start leaving those profits ride and just earning my money outside of trading for now, until the account snowballs into something that I can just pull profits from. But, I gotta say, sometimes I'm tempted to, if I'm having a good run on a day, I'm not going to go out and do deliveries if I can make money trading. So it'll be a balance, and I need to come up with a way of, I guess, replacing. If I take money out for profit, I should go out and do deliveries and put it back into the account. I think that's the strategy I'm going to roll with. That way I keep the bills paid, but I'm not under as much pressure to do deliveries as quickly. I can do the trading, then take the profit, pay the bills, then go out and repay my trading account or what have you, whatever I took out for that. And then it should start to grow again, in theory, assuming my strategies are working. So the key rules that I took away from last week when because I started off with the worst, with a big crash, and I lost, I think it was $250 total, something like that, on the market crash. I've since bounced back from that, and I can see that I'm having more winning days than losing days. It's still a roller coaster, but that's the point. It's do you win more than you lose? I mean, if you have a 51% win rate, that's coin flips. So you're flipping the coin over and over again, only every once in a while the coin's weighted or something, or someone blows on it, or I don't know, and it lands in your favor a little extra. Over time, the more you flip that coin, you'll eventually make profit. That's the principle of this. I don't know if I'm explaining it right. I'm not really gambling if I follow the rules. That's the thing. If I'm following the rules so that I'm winning more often than I'm losing. And it doesn't matter which direction the market goes. It matters if I know which direction it's headed, short or long term. And you can get it wrong and still win on some of these trade styles. If you're selling spreads, the market can go sideways instead of up, and you still win that trade. Max profit too, if you want. The other thing I'm experimenting with is I've switched to trading on the index, the mini S&P index. It's XXP is the ticker symbol for it. And it's mini, so it's $600 per whatever contract or whatever. It's not expensive, so you can trade it with a small account. But the reason I'm kind of moving over in that direction is there's no early assignment. It's European style trading, which means you really don't resolve it until expiration. But you can still trade it, which is what I'm doing with the S&P 500 and the QQQ and all the other shit that I've been trading. But the difference is you're just betting on the market as a whole. And the market doesn't do crazy shit, usually, unless crazy shit happens. In which case, I would only lose on a few trades as opposed to just getting wiped across the board if things go south. But it's fairly consistent. It's easy charts to read. It's pretty easy to make trades on it. And if you're wrong, you're probably not going to lose your ass unless you wait till expiration day. Then suddenly the market can do a shift and tank, and then maybe you lose all the profits or your gains or whatever. That's why you do the 50% rule. So I'm going to be slowly migrating, because I still have trades and some equities, options for equities. But as I close those out, I'm going to start rolling into the mini S&P as just pretty much my trading starter kit. And once I get that machine going to where I'm really doing well on that, then I'll try some of the more risky, fucked up stocks that are highly volatile. Because implied volatility is really juicy for credit spreads. If you're selling options contracts, you want a high implied volatility, because that means you get more premium. Which is where they pay you up front. You get your profit up front, and then if nothing bad happens and the contract expires worthless, you keep your profit. That goes away, you do another one. That's the beauty of selling options, is you're the casino. And guess what? When you go to the casino, that casino has one of those edges I'm telling you about. So when you see grandma win $50,000 on a slot machine, you can bet your ass there's hundreds and hundreds and thousands of other grandmas that lose their ass every fucking week. And guess what? The casino can add 3 more floors, a restaurant, and a deluxe fucking honeymoon suite with a vibrating bed. It's not gambling if you follow the rules, have discipline, know your shit, read your charts, study, learn. That's the thing. Do your fucking homework is the most important part of this. There's no sitting down with $1,000 and just ching, ching. No, you gotta learn. You gotta watch the market. And I watching the fucking news. I hate it. All right. I used to be all about it. Remember back in the day when I got so angry and some of you were like, we need more fucking rage. You know, first of all, I'm happy with everything that's going on in government right now. You know, all of the fucking corruption that's being rooted out right now and just put on display for everyone. And it's real interesting seeing some reactions to that and how now we've gone from TDS to EDS. You know, that's not erectile dysfunction. That's, you know, Elon Musk derangement syndrome that seems to be going on. And meanwhile, the things that they're showing, I'm going to get a little political here, but not much. But why isn't everyone, you know, for the people that are bitching about Doge and all of this shit and hating on Elon, why isn't everyone pissed off at how you were lied to all these years? How all of this money is being pulled away from. Do you understand when you're paying taxes that this was your money? All of this billions and billions, and I think we're going to hit trillions of dollars of fraud, waste, and abuse, which is something they used to teach us when I was back in the military. You got to watch out for fraud, waste, and abuse. You know, if people are paying $50 for a hammer, you probably somebody's getting rich off of that, and it ain't the taxpayer. Well, guess what? They've been doing this unchecked with these huge bureaucracies that have been put together and funded in the government, and they've been funneling tons of it overseas. That pisses me off, all right? When I'm sitting here, you know, struggling, and I paid all this tax money over the years, and to know that it went to fucking waste, that pisses me off. I don't know how you can be unless you're a beneficiary of these corrupt systems, of these corrupt fucking wastes of money. In which case you're part of the problem, in my opinion. That, how can you be okay with it? Even if you are like a huge far lefty who wants socialism and all of that, the amount of waste that they've uncovered could easily pay for free healthcare. You know, all those years, we're going to have free healthcare. Hello, we have our opportunity now, don't we? Maybe we shouldn't be spending it on all this weird fucked up shit that's vague and you don't know what the fuck it's really doing, and just put it into fucking healthcare, eh? Just saying, you know, we can meet in the middle on this one. Hopefully. But all those years I spent ranting on the corruption, I was right. Just gotta say, you can go back, watch my old shit. I told you it was all fucked up, including, and especially including, the food industry and all of that that's being looked at as well. Telling you, everything is the rug is getting pulled away, or the blindfold is getting ripped off. And you're going to see it regardless of what the press wants you to see or not. So, all right, politics over. So I'm going to continue what I'm doing as far as the trading goes. So I'm going to continue the strategy. I'm going to keep doing this as long as I can. But I am going to have to lean heavily on the delivery side of things, at least until maybe YouTube starts paying better, which it don't. So please, like and subscribe for more shit, and I'll make more shit. If you like this video, and you want me to make more videos more often, and you want me to do live streams, you want me to do all that content creator shit, head to ScottTheTruckDriver.com, sign up to be a premium member. Or you can do it right here on YouTube, although YouTube takes a good cut. But hey, whatever you feel comfortable doing, whatever works best for you. If you don't want to subscribe, you can just leave a tip in the virtual tip jar. That helps too. That's a one-time tip. You know, maybe I did something you appreciate. You can appreciate me back. And it also, the more that I get income from that, the less I have to do deliveries. And I can spend a night, like tonight, that I'm going to spend editing this video. I can do that more often to where I can make videos instead of running around delivering shit. So, please, if you like this shit and you want more shit, help out. Or, if you're broke as fuck like me and you can't do that, just like, subscribe, ring the bell, notification bell. Make sure you got all notifications, because YouTube isn't very good about telling people. I'm finding out there's still people that think I haven't made a video. They're coming back, oh my god, YouTube didn't tell me shit. They're not gonna tell you shit. The algorithm don't give a fuck that I'm making videos again. But remember, I'm not an expert. I'm just an asshole trying to get through life, trying to have early retirement. And by the way, being a full-time trader isn't retirement. It's not retirement. It's still a job. But it doesn't feel like a job, necessarily. You know, I do enjoy it to a degree. And if that's able to pay my bills, something I enjoy doing, that I can do from anywhere, that I can do full control of my time with, you know, as long as I can do that, then it's worthwhile. You know, even if it's retirement, but you're still working. You know, it sure beats being a Walmart greeter at age 65. Have a nice motherfucking day. And shit. And by the way, live streams are coming. Coming soon. I'm working on it. I just need more of that precious resource called time. And shit.
Why is everything pain? Why does everything hurt? Drones in the sky, we're all asking why. No one is safe, everyone will die. But who's keeping score? Red versus blue, can't take anymore. Why is everything shit? Why does everything suck? Cities are burning, nobody gives a fuck. Economy's crashing, you're shit out of luck. Why is everything shit? Why does everything suck? The news is on repeat, chaos on every street. We're living in the shadow of what used to be. Tangled in nightmares, longing to be free. Sirens keep wailing, the world's set aflame. Are we crazy? Are we to blame? Why is everything shit? Why does everything suck? Cities are burning, nobody gives a fuck. Economy's crashing, you're shit out of luck. Why is everything shit? Why does everything suck? Can we turn this shit around? Can we stop this from burning down? Feel the stinging pain within. With AI oceans we can drown in. Why is everything shit? Why does everything suck? Cities are burning, nobody gives a fuck. Economy's crashing, you're shit out of luck. Why is everything shit? Why does everything suck?